guys got another hour or two in ya? Kind of.
Yeah.
The three of us experienced that the last time we did this.
You guys may have just heard Sam, Brian, and Brandon. You didn't hear me because I didn't have my mic set properly. Apparently. Oh, why?
I
Why?
was talking to you for a while, I guess.
That irks me in so many ways.
Understandable. Hey man, it happens, you know. At least it wasn't just one other person, you know, trouncing off stuff. Otherwise, there's been just a whole lot of dead air.
Yeah, I still kind of, I still kind of hear it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I still kind of like hear it echo on your end, but not as bad.
Spider-Man, that site's taken delivery of enough
Oh, there we go.
to build 2 skyscrapers.
Wait, don't tell me.
Yeah.
They're hiding drugs.
Puff paint is not recommended for
That's my theory.
the suit wearer.
Well, I mean, it looks great in photos, and you know, if you're not doing a lot in them, it's
Like,
awesome.
it's like aesthetically pleasing to look at.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it
And
would
the
just
RPC,
have to, it would have to be a hero suit.
Yeah, RPC Studios, the one that I got mine from, offers it, but it's a lot more money.
Oh yeah, the one grenades.
They're awesome too. I've been tempted to get some vinyl cut my spiders at the very least, but I don't know.
Like,
And,
my
maybe the
question is,
hands
how
and
does
stuff.
his gloves on his suit stay clean by constantly touching things? Because when I do stuff in my spider suit and I'm like kneeling down on the ground or like high-fiving kids, like my gloves
We gotta
are
remember,
black.
this is a video game.
It's like it bothers me.
So it's a video game, Sam, on top of which yours
I
is
know.
fabric, his is like some kind of, I'm assuming, flexible polymer or something like that.
It's
So
just
they
it's
probably
just something I
designed
noticed playing the game.
Oh yeah, I forgot to.
I know, it must be.
I forgot to ask you guys since you own spider suits, because I plan on getting a spider suit soon when I do my variant suit later down the road. Best way of washing a spider suit.
Hand washing, depending on the type. If it's lycra, you can throw it in the wash. You just don't
So
Dry it.
hot.
I can dry and wash my 3 of my suits. My 4th suit that has the soles that I glued on, I can't dry it because it'll melt the glue.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get one with soles because I'm gonna be wearing shoes over them.
Yeah, so I
But if you don't
typically
have that,
hand wash.
I just use the washer.
Okay. I like my PS4 suit because it's got the built-in soles and stuff, or built-in shoes. I just typically hand wash, or I can throw some of the others in the wash machine and cold and everything. But
And then just
depends
air
on
dry
what-
it.
Yeah, and just air dry it to be safe, because spandex and lycra have a tendency to melt.
Oh,
I've
that's
got
right.
the
Huh.
guys
Hi.
and all the probable cause you need
Mhm.
whipped up and waiting.
I always forget that.
Good job.
Did anyone else see the police
Safety
officer standing on the
runs
fence
things
over
from
there?
inside, but
Yeah,
he's gonna
just like-
find out when
Yeah.
It's a glitch.
relationships
Yeah.
don't
But
work out.
but look at the web sack that he makes.
Oh, it's awesome. It's fantastic.
Like, dude, why is your butt in my face? Get your face out of my butt, Dan. None of this would have happened if you just, you know, killed a
That's assuming
Spider-Man.
any of them are conscious, you know. I mean, they're probably all knocked the fuck out.
Oh, I guarantee they are, but still, that's gonna be
What are
like.
Howard's pigeons?
Or it kind of reminds me of that scene from.
Wake up to that.
Kind of reminds me of that scene from Return of the Jedi when they get trapped in the Ewok snare.
Use your. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was great.
I'm also curious how strong Spider-Man's webs are. Like, could a knife easily cut through it?
Well, there's a couple different schools on that, because according to some of the comics, it's equivalent to high tension steel cable,
Oh, kind of like how
like for
in
bridges and stuff.
kind of like
Okay.
how in Superman 3, how his strand of his hair can lift 1,000-pound weight.
Yeah, something like that.
That was
What?
that was Superman 3, right? With the scene where
No,
they're
but not in the. They were referencing some of that stuff that wasn't actually in the movie. But yeah, so there's a lot of talk, but it's equivalent to like
Kevlar.
steel cable, like from a
Got
bridge.
6 more pigeons you gotta find.
But
Yeah.
then realistically, though, Wayne, it's whatever the plot needs. It's as weak or strong as it needs to be. Yeah, he just like he is, and that's like we were talking about before, like when the mask gets blown up. When we did the Spider-Man review, why is it always from his nose down? you know, or just
Oh,
one
yeah.
side of his
So
face.
I
It's-
think
it's plot armor.
I think that other footage I showed that didn't have my audio. I think I'm just gonna cut that part out and start on this one. Because it was just a bunch of side mission stuff. Really, no main mission.
No,
Well,
not
actually,
really.
no. Well, technically, I did show the scene with Otto Octavius in it, now, but that really wasn't.
Lab. That's just one of many encounters. It's up to you, man. Whatever you do. Just know that we had our shit together and the host didn't, and you know.
I may, you know what? Just for the hell of it, just for the lulz, I think I'm gonna keep it in. Oh yeah, and here comes a mission where actually go inside a hideout.
Some of these were infinitely easier than others.
I think this is one of the hideouts that has like the big brute guy.
So how
Oh,
big of
probably.
a display do you play on? Wait, there's a reason why I'm asking.
Wait, what?
How big of a display are you playing this on your PlayStation?
My TV?
Yeah.
I have like I think my TV's like a 40, 50 inch.
Okay. The reason I'm asking because like Brandon and I play on a 65-inch 4K TV, and if you sit too close, you can almost get frickin' vertigo because of stuff like this. You know, because it's so clean. And I played the Spider-Man VR game.
Oh, yeah, and
Or that
my
little,
TV my
like-
TV's like I think my TV's between 1080p
really
and
want me
720 to
going
1080p
Which
pending.
means I'm going in.
You
Okay.
guys got vertigo by sitting too close?
No, I've heard of people getting that, and what I was getting is I can understand
Oh,
why,
no.
because the way that camera goes,
Especially if
and
it
it's
like
so clean.
like what your dad said, especially if you're playing the Spider-Man VR game.
Oh damn.
Yeah, because the way he moves and the camera adjustment on this one isn't as bad. But I mean, think about that. You know, like on a VR, you're doing what he can, stand on the side of a
MJ,
building.
I
But
wrote the
even
first location
people
on
that
your
do have
list.
motion
Guess
sickness,
what I
I've noticed that this one doesn't seem to trigger it as
Give the
much.
lady a prize.
But if you
See
have
if
a
you
big
can
enough
figure out what they're up
display,
to
I mean,
while I
it's
introduce
pretty immersive,
myself.
is what I'm getting at. I mean, just all across the
Oh,
board, and
I-
it doesn't really seem to mess with your head as much.
Oh, I
I have
wholeheartedly-
motion sickness and it didn't seem to bother me too much.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think this is also the episode, if I'm not mistaken, where Peter Parker goes to that Halloween party, I think.
Oh, that was fun too.
Oh yeah.
I like
Get on the
seeing
ground.
some of the classic costumes.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
What-
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it'll be shown, but I actually switched to to Spider-Man's classic suit just for that.
Oh, nice.
Those spider mines are fantastic. I love that shit. They're great.
My friend Matt.
Oh yeah,
has,
no, yeah, no. You can see they don't go near it. Go near it, damn it!
Yeah, so my friend Matt has a VR setup and stuff, and he found someone who made like a Spider-Man thing in VR where you can like swing around, and it didn't bother me at first until I took off the headset, and then
Yeah.
everything was spinning.
You're
It was so fun though.
You basically had equilibrium, I think is the word.
Oh,
Oh,
it
yeah.
messes with you.
And-
Yeah, but see, this one didn't seem to do as much for people. I never heard anybody complain.
Oh,
to, like, some of the
imagine
FPSs
playing the Spider-Man game. If someone made a mod for this game, because I've seen people make turn full games into mods. Like if this was in like you know, a first
As
person.
kinetic as it is, I don't know.
Oh,
if it
first
could.
person, yeah, that would just be
Like,
insane.
nope.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, nope. Go in the bathroom.
No, I
Yeah,
couldn't
the
do it.
parkour. I mean,
Yeah, that
I don't
would be
usually
too
get
much.
jacked up from games at all. You know, I'd say at most was like when I tried VR for Borderlands 2 and Skyrim.
No,
So
Oh.
it wasn't all of them, but some of the heights when it came to the jumping or falling, some would really get me, some wouldn't at all. I'm not sure what the deal was there.
All right,
but
I
that
think,
particular,
come on, hit it.
Yeah,
yeah, Spider-Man
There it is.
going over the place and having that in VR as first person.
too much.
Yeah, that I.
oh
I'd
yeah,
probably
that I could not do that.
Well, as
When-
kinetic as this one is anyway, for sure.
When I did the first unofficial was it worth making with a buddy of mine, it was for the first Portal game. You know how that first person is where you just see their hands and got weapon, right?
Yes, their eyes. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, me and a buddy of mine were making a joke when I did the first unofficial was it worth making of Portal 1. I was making a joke saying, imagine if Portal was in VR.
Oh.
I could handle that.
Well, I
except
mean,
for
they did Half-Life.
some of the stupid shit I did.
They did Half-Life 3
Like-
in they did Half-Life 3 in VR.
You know, the,
Have you
the
ever
Alex-
played Mirror's Edge?
I
Yeah,
have,
that's
yes, I
fantastic,
have.
So they
Oh.
have a VR one of that,
I,
and I tried
have,
it. It's
I
like,
have,
oh, I can't.
I have heard of that. Yep.
It's
Ooh.
awful.
I
Get
feel
that
like the
scaffolding.
rolling in Mirror's Edge would probably be what gets me. The jumping and the running and all that kind of stuff, probably not so much. But I feel like with the expectation of rolling but that not matching up time physically, that probably...
That's what messes you up.
I've ever only played like 2 VR games. One, it was for
Welcome to the air show.
my sister had a PS game for VR. It was you didn't move the character. You were wearing the VR headset while also using the actual controller itself. I can't remember the name.
Astrobot.
Yep, that was it. Yeah, Astrobot. That was a fun game.
Astrobot.
I loved
Yeah, it's a
Astrobot.
blast. Astrobot Rescue is fantastic.
Five Nights
like
at
this
Freddy
one-
in VR is creepy.
I've seen
I don't know
Markiplier
how
play
this
that.
would have been
Oh,
in,
it's terrifying.
in a mix, even of perspectives. Like,
Oh yeah.
went first person certain things and then switched out to the third. I think they chose wisely with just going with the third.
I mean,
mainly because the combat mechanics you have to switch back.
I like how you can switch back and forth with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, but I think this one would lose something if
Oh,
you did it
yeah.
too much.
Oh yeah, no, that's why, you know, that's why, like, when they made Batman VR, it was just a side game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lose the feel of what made this so work so well, the kineticism, and then you get to see the interaction. Like, don't love that. Yeah,
Great.
Yeah, but if they had like, if they had certain instances, like let's say when you were in Mr. Negative, I forget his name, Mr. Negative's office.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that when you're interacting with the
Okay, yeah,
environment in the first person.
that makes sense because I know some games do that. And here's an example of the brute.
Which it looks like is their real
Oh,
priority.
there you go.
No, that if I can web a brute to a wall, I try to get the brutes out of the way first because they're a lot
They'll
harder.
keep coming after you.
Yeah, the brutes have the same mechanic as when you're fighting Wilson Fisk in his lobby.
Oh, it's horrible.
Annoying.
Yeah.
My strategy was always web them up, and then I would try to do that grab and then
Oh yeah.
kick throw away from you towards any
Oh.
surface. That's what I usually use to get them out of the way.
Assuming you don't have like 8 of them coming on you, 12 rockets, jetpack guys.
Oh, well, yeah, you know. But when it works,
Oh.
it's great.
I mean, there's only so many mask
Look at it.
variations.
See,
The ragdoll effect is probably my favorite. Like when they're
Kick him right in the face.
yeah, it's great.
speak.
Ragdoll effects are awesome.
Speaking of, I know we were talking about fan films. Have there ever been any good Spider-Man fan films out there?
That one guy that got in trouble swinging around in New York, but I'm trying to remember his name. He actually got picked up for a show. Drawing a blank. Yes, it was a huge internet thing.
Oh, really?
Yes, there's been a couple. Yeah, but a lot of it's because physically you can't do some of this stuff. So I'm trying to think of what the hell that's called. If you look it up, Wayne, there are a few out there. It's just you see more
I haven't
like
seen him
Wolverine,
yet.
Batman.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
I've
I've seen
accessible.
some good Batman
the
ones.
first time
Oh,
ever,
yeah,
the first time I saw a Wolverine fan made anything, it was for oh god, what's the name of that YouTube?
Wolverine versus the Predator.
No, Wolverine versus Wonder Woman. It was for oh god, what's the name
Say goodnight.
of the YouTube channel? I've been following for them for years.
Wasn't Court Order.
No, it was Death Battle
Oh, yeah. Okay.
with Wiz and Boomstick.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. But
MJ,
yeah, there are
I've
a
got the
couple
place
ones
locked down.
out there, but you see a lot of people do mostly
I'll call it an
Photoshop stuff,
anonymous
like them
tip.
laying,
I
like
bet if
crawling across
police
the
check out
floor
those
and then just
drop boxes,
Photoshop and make a
they'll
look
find
the wall and
something
everything,
more
because it's
interesting than
damn near
secondhand jeans.
impossible to replicate what this guy can do
Oh yeah.
outside of having like trampolines or doing a lot of photography
CGI.
stuff. Yeah, Spidey Fit does a lot of really cool videos because he's a hell of a gymnast.
I do follow him. Again,
Yeah.
look at the attention to detail on his lenses.
Oh, it's,
like,
it's
It's
just the
so
muscles.
beautiful.
and I just realized
lenses,
his lenses are the same as if you were to buy a face shell.
Yeah, that's what mine look like. That's exactly what mine look like.
I
Mine
always,
do not.
I
don't
didn't
have
I
a
didn't
face shell.
I didn't know that. And I have a friend of mine I can't remember her name. She's a California-based cosplayer. She got a custom Spider-Man 2099 suit made.
Oh, dang.
And it's really good. I actually did an interview with her on Cosplay Con Talk, and yeah, she got it custom made. And because I seen my fair share of 2099 suits, and she has it where like
MJ wrote this article in the school paper about student
the lenses
protests.
are blue
She was a heck of
to
a
match like
journalist
with
even then.
Yeah, if I was gonna do one like that, I would probably it would be a lot of printing because you know he's got the big claws and stuff coming off, and the lenses are bigger.
She doesn't have the claws, like, but her
Yeah,
suit. You could tell the suit was like custom made to fit, you know.
Yeah, that's the way my PS4 Advanced one was. I had it's I'm literally like the only person that can wear it comfortably because it was sized specifically to me. You do pay for that though, but it's all the difference in the world because you don't get as many wrinkles. There's not as many dead spots in the suit.
That's how I'm gonna have it with my custom with my Spider-Man suit. I found the black symbiote suit on Etsy, and it's like 200 something. I'm gonna get the zippers on the wrists made, and then the crotch zipper with the
Depending on how active you're gonna be
with the detachable mask.
idea.
Well, I've learned for one thing. I mean, yeah, I can hold
I
my.
really want wrist zippers.
Yeah, I was talking to I can't remember the guy's name, but he makes spider suits, and he does customizations like, you know, do you do the zipper things? Do you do the crotch zipper? And he'll charge a little. He doesn't charge a whole lot, but he'll just charge like a small fee to add on the zippers and the crotch zipper and the butt zipper if you need one.
Yeah, see, so like because of what I normally use mine for, you know, birthday parties, free comic book day appearances, you know, performing and stuff in. I chose to go with as few
None of them
zippers
like
as
me.
possible
Can't let them kill each other.
because it's just more points for it to fall apart. But if you're just wearing it around and stuff, oh man, definitely get a crotch zipper.
Oh yeah.
All that stuff.
Well, I plan to because if I have to go to the bathroom, you know.
Yeah.
I like, you know, unzip and I'm gonna have to wear like a dancer's belt or something underneath. If I have to.
Well, yeah. See, I've had to go through different iterations of sock cups and stuff.
Actually, I won't need to wear a because I'm gonna be wearing red shorts. But again, the fighting.
Whatever, man.
Well done.
But I couldn't sign my signature, so this lady was yelling at me in Chinese, and I didn't know what she was saying because I couldn't sign, and I had to take off half the suit in order to get the glove off.
Yeah, that's the only drawback. But I usually have a handler with me, so I don't. Really
I didn't have that option.
I was looking at this thing online. They're glove stickers that you put on the tips of your fingers that help you type on touchscreen phones.
They do sell conductive sleeves and stuff and everything. Yeah.
I was looking.
Glove like that.
Oh yeah, I was looking online. Cause like, well, I know like when I want to take a picture with my phone or something, that I don't want to have to unzip my gloves and unzip them. I know some people will do like the finger slit thing, but I don't want to damage the suit. So I was looking. They're in the shape of like your fingers, and you put them on the top. You put them on like your fingertips of your gloves, and they're like, you know, whether depending on the glove, but you stick them on there, and you can use your phone. Luckily, I have a phone that has like a pin in it. But yeah, I was like, it's like 15 bucks or something for like a pack of 10 of fingertip touchscreen stickers.
I've only had problems, I think, more in my homecoming suit than anything else. My PS4 ones
They might help me glide short distances, but they never really worked.
Okay.
Looked cool though.
But otherwise, sometimes it doesn't seem to work as well as it could. But you know, once again, I usually have a handler with me because I have no pockets. I don't even carry the phone when I'm in a spider suit. So.
You don't have a backpack?
No, because once again, I usually do birthday parties.
That's what I plan on buying. I saw this.
Get a spider fanny pack.
Well, they make those web ones.
I have a black backpack that I use when I do my spider events and stuff, because then my other suits are in the backpack too. So
I found
Again,
I found it for a good price on Amazon. It's a red messenger bag that I'm gonna have with my cosplay when I do that.
sense.
Well, I think at one point I had considered making what are the web ball backpacks. I just because I've got the stuff to make webs. I use like stretch wrap and just pull it really tight. Remember, like I showed you, Sammy, when we did
Yeah.
yeah, and just like hot glue it down to a backpack or something.
Well, here's an idea. If you want to
I
keep it,
use
Spider-Verse
red and
friendly,
white
why don't
yarn.
you get the type of bag he used in the Spider-Man 2 movie when he was delivering pizzas?
Pizza time.
That too.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
that
Hey,
You're
he
late
just
and
he
you struggle
just
to the closet.
hey, he just stole that guy's pizzas. Like, what is this?
Just listen.
That could. I don't know. Like I said, I've yet to have a need
Yeah, I
for it.
think it's
'Cause I've
an
always had
awesome
some
idea.
things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I also I'm also kind of curious how much I know MJ's like a reporter. I wonder how much she pays for her apartment because I've seen like videos online of like even small apartments in New York City are not
Millions.
fucking
They're
cheap.
ridiculous.
Oh, that's right.
Magic.
So I'll probably
control.
end
This is the address Pete found.
probably in the episode after
Mineral
this one because
carrying
we get
firearms.
introduced to Tombstone in this
What is
episode.
this place?
Just awesome.
Which until this game, I didn't know about Tombstone at all. I had.
Same.
I didn't really
Something
know.
inside that connects
But I
this
after
to
looking
me.
at Tombstone, it's like he looks a lot like Blockbuster from DC.
What was that?
Both big.
Remember how
Can't
before
put
we
their
were
shit
talking about
away.
they did one and then the other guys did the other and stuff? They're just trying to one up each other. Ooh, my batarangs almost finished printing. Nice.
Ooh, nice. But I do love this.
Foldable batarang.
I do love this mission as I love MJ's missions, especially when she gets a taser.
It's a nice change up from the normal course of the game, and it makes the universe that much bigger.
Oh, yeah.
And you see what's at stake, and what the other
It's just
side.
MJ's not very smart about how she
Oh,
does
yeah.
things sometimes, though.
She's wrecked.
So yeah.
Need to get
Anything
into
for a
that
good
office.
story.
Oh,
Yep. She's like Lois Lane.
yeah. And just
Yeah.
like Lois Lane, a man in red and blue tights comes to save her.
Yep.
To save her. Oh yeah. I was glad when they showed the little box lighting up, like, because if you knock into them, they'll like topple over and like, what's that?
That is one thing. I don't know if you've ever gotten caught during these missions, but man, they're brutal.
Actually coming up after
Easy does it.
Tombstone is introduced, I think, is when I start getting caught. I think.
What kind of vehicle
Or
needs
is it
tires
this? Let me
way?
see. Wait till she turns and I can. Okay, it's this part where that guy's over there, and like that little ramp. This is where I get caught like 4 or 5 times because. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
the first time
scared
I
me
got.
the first time it happened.
Well, yeah, because it's what it implies is like, oh no.
Yeah,
Because
it's
well,
terrifying.
one, she can't defend herself. 2, she doesn't have the stun, but the taser.
No, these guys are all heavily armed and like not screwing around.
Mission failure.
Oh.
This is you're gonna see
Yeah.
many of these.
It's alright.
And you fail.
Swear.
Annihilize. Gold lube. We here on Way the Unknown do not have a dry sense of humor.
Zoom racing oil. Zoom, zoom. Wait. Nope, look at it. Nope.
And you fail again.
Yeah, this is like I think
Oh, it's
it took me like a few attempts.
Where
Yeah.
is it?
Annihilize,
Swear
gold
I left it
lube.
over here.
I'm guessing
And then
Annihilize is
zoom
like
racing oil?
I'm guessing Annihilize is supposed to be like antifreeze.
I'd
Yo,
imagine so.
Has anyone seen the 316 socket driver?
I'm just
Yeah. Let's look at the detail, like that toolbox there with the.
And
hard
even
jack
like
on it.
MJ has
Look,
You got
got punched in
caught.
the face.
even MJ
Yep.
has like her quote unquote spidey sense. Because I know she makes a reference
Where is it?
saying how
Swear I
I
left
think
it
Peter Parker her makes a reference called Spider Woman or Spider Girl, which I know are characters in the are in the comics.
Oh yeah.
Isn't like in an alternate universe? Isn't MJ a spider?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
In one of the universes, she's in the Spider Army
Yeah.
because she recruited. Spider-Gwen recruited MJ and Peter for it.
Is this where I get?
Yeah, and then they get into like
No.
you have what Aranye and Silk. Oh, yep. Shoot her again.
And the
I
Spider Pig.
like Silk's design honestly.
Oh, it's great.
A red, black, and white suit, and then the red face mask. It's simple.
Spider-Woman's suit is one I cannot stand.
Is this the one? Is that
What,
the
the
one?
old one?
Wait, which one is it? The one where it's just
No.
over her eyes and her hair's hanging
Anyone
out?
seen the 316 socket driver?
Is that the one you're talking about, Sammy? Like the old school one with the black hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's because of when it was made.
It doesn't. It looks wrong to me, and I don't like it.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion, even if it's wrong. You know.
Hey.
Ah.
I like Silk's though.
Silk?
Spider-Woman, yeah.
Silk, like I remember when I first saw Silk, like, is this like a custom-made character? Like someone just like some random fan like wanted to make their own. I love. Oh, she's a real person. And she has two versions. She has the one where she's covered in her webs, and then her regular suit. And I've seen both being
Yeah,
I've seen
both
both.
cool.
I've seen both have been cosplayed.
Oh, sure. I can't think of a spider variant that I haven't seen in one capacity or another. I mean,
Have you seen Spider-Pig?
Yep.
There was a guy that did Spider Ham.
Oh, really?
Yep. I seen the spider. Peter Porker suit.
Peter Porker?
Alchemex.
Why is that so familiar?
Wasn't
He's
Alchemex? Isn't that from like wasn't that mentioned in the comics?
What's in these?
Alchemax? I don't know. I don't remember if that possibly. There's so many little references to stuff that if you don't follow it. Yep.
Right through the window.
And then we get introduced. So Tombstone, I like how they made Tombstone look more realistic in this game because, like, I think in the other, he's like a mobster. I think. if I'm not
He's a
mistaken.
big dude.
They made him a biker guy with like sharp teeth and everything.
Like, just look at his
Yeah, he
legs.
has a very interesting look.
Yeah.
He's
And,
got
like-
big feet too.
And you know, surprisingly enough, how I know this is rated teen, but like they go really dark. And I know Tombstone is like indestructible.
Push the limits right to the edge. But once again, it's engaging. You barely appreciate it. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, see, but you didn't see anything, but your brain did. You know what I mean?
But yeah, Tombstone looks menacing.
Does that bullet come off Tombstone's head?
Yeah, 'cause he shot him right in the forehead.
Because Tombstone is invulnerable. And Tombstone does become a side mission later on in the game.
And now I need a new welder.
Yeah,
Oh, he just crushed that dude's
yeah.
head.
So who do you think would win in a fight? DC's Blockbuster or Marvel's Tombstone? Because they're both big dudes, you know, big, pale-looking dudes that like are
They're
indestructible.
pretty much identical,
But
and I think it would depend on which company wrote the story.
I'm actually gonna look.
I don't want to say Tombstone.
I'm actually gonna see when
well, this Tombstone for sure.
I'm actually gonna look Blockbuster DC. I'm curious when he came out. So Blockbuster came out.
APC.
Oh wow, he even has like he
This is
has
what
many
they're
different
building for
versions.
Lee.
Oh, he was
Why
even
does
like he had
need an
normal
armored
skin
vehicle?
color at one
Here
time
we go. GPS trackers.
when he was first introduced.
What is Tombstone
remember
using
seeing
these
that.
for?
Blockbuster's the name of
Time to
Blockbuster's the
move.
name of four
Get the
supervillains
gear
in a
from my
criminal
office.
organization
Time to
appearing
go.
in American comic books published by okay. The Mark Desmond version of
I wanna say
Blockbuster
don't
first
ever do
appeared
that
in
again,
Detective
but
Comics number
since I know you're going to
345 and was
anyway,
created by Gardner
here.
Fox and Carmine Infantino.
Take a few of those next time.
The Roland,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Roland
thanks.
Desmond version
You know Tombstone is
first
crazy
appeared
and
in
pretty much
Starman number
invincible,
9
right?
by Roger Stern
Everybody
and
has their
Tom
weakness.
Lyle.
Mine is
I
whatever
have no
you're
idea who
cooking
this
right
this
now.
apartment would be like
Smells amazing.
$500,000 a month.
Chicken
Probably
curry,
like
just needs some time to simmer.
like three
No
grand a month.
dumplings,
I pay
hope.
like I'm almost paying like $1,200 in my
You're
place.
never gonna let me live that one down, are you?
Nope.
Oh, she got a spider plushie. She got a
Still
pure
can't
for
believe they
spider
evacuated
plushie.
the entire building.
No, and in January.
Oh, I never noticed that.
I didn't notice that until like
Yeah,
I
we
was
were
playing.
pretty happy when we broke up.
The fact that it's the
Yeah, I
PS4
just love
version.
the detail.
Yeah.
Spider.
She has a little spider
spider-
plushie.
Spider plushie. Oh
about
yeah,
what you
I like
got.
how detailed spider plushie is
Well,
when you pick him up from
Has
his
issues with Norman
backpack.
Osborn.
Yeah, but,
Where do I get one?
but why?
You
gotta make one.
Yeah, you might have to make
His
one.
next move looks like it involves devil's breath.
I don't know if I've ever seen
Whatever
that
that
one.
is.
Even
I got too many plushies,
I
man.
think
into it.
after this, I'm going to end it, and then we'll record for next time.
So I was thinking,
Because I need to
Okay.
relax. But at least you know those who are listening will be hearing the audio from all you guys.
You want to be my sidekick?
I
like,
I
uh,
hope. I think.
Spider girl? Spider
Yeah,
woman.
see, there's where
No.
the
Woman.
Spider
No, not
Girl,
a
Spider
sidekick.
Woman
Partner.
reference
partner.
is set right there.
Oh.
I've always noticed they always make
Not a
MJ
fan.
like. If I'm gonna be honest, I really wasn't a fan of MJ and the Sam Raimi
Hey, it's
Spider-Man.
your crime system thingy. Looks like a residential break-in.
Female in distress stuff too much.
Charles
That's just
Standish.
troped out. Whereas in the comics, she was
Sounds
a very strong,
familiar.
independent woman. Blah blah blah.
Oh,
you know,
let's
that's
go
what it is.
CFO.
But
You gotta kind of do that kind of
Wait.
stuff.
But I still like her.
You don't
I
think
still
this
like
has
her
anything to do
PS4
with
Spider
Lee, do
plush.
you?
So I see someone make a
Sorry
video
to
of this
interrupt.
scene where they're wearing
Did you
the
just leave your
Spider-Man
clothes
in
on the
only his
kitchen floor?
boxers to make it more funnier.
Oh, that would be. That's great.
I mean,
Yeah, we're in that suit. See,
we're,
but that's what we were talking about
Where
before.
do you
How
want me
you,
to,
Just
when you change
the
your
couch
suit,
is fine.
it affects the cutscenes, which is fantastic.
oh
there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Look at that suit, man. Out the window.
I
I
think
can
that
buy the spider plushie.
should do it. Real quick, would you guys like to promote yourselves? Because I forgot to mention last time. Would you guys like to promote yourself by letting people know where they can find you all on social media?
Sure, go ahead, Sammy.
Oh, so I am on Facebook and I'm on Instagram, and my Facebook is Grayson Cosplay
Hey, it's
Studios,
me.
and my Instagram is Saving Grayson.
So what do we know about
Brian?
Charles Standish?
Find me at
Chief
Night
Financial
Vale
Officer,
Studios,
Oscorp,
Night with a K,
single,
like I
known
said
for his art
before, I
collection.
don't know a whole lot
If
on
Lee's
it.
after him, it's got to be related to Devil's
Collapsed on
Breath.
me with the
I'll run a
pandemic
search on everything in that
and
file.
Let
Atlas
me
started
know the
on
second you find something.
Instagram.
I think
And
Lee
Bri-
might be planning
Really
something even
available
worse
for,
than
you know,
City Hall.
for,
So, are we
conservation,
partners
you know,
now?
secrets,
'Cause
whatever,
it sure
and
feels like we
had a
are.
hard time finding
Partners.
me, trying to get hold of Wayne.
Sounds good.
And then Brandon,
See
want
ya.
to share? Want to let people know where they can find you to follow you on social media?
I don't really have much of a social media presence. I have a little bit of Facebook, but that's about it. I don't put too much on there.
Completely understandable. Anyway, I'll be continuing off from this one next time. But as always, I'm Wayne the Unknown. Until next time, thank you for listening, and as
Police
always,
look like they could use
thank
some help.
you for watching.